Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. So today we're not actually going to cover the event. I've already done that. It's basically over. As you can see, we only have 9 hours till the event ends. But yeah, so I'll be covering Neo Nectar in another video. Um, if you have seen my polls, my video that I did showing off my gacha polls, they were not really that great. So if I can get better ones before the event ends, then maybe I'll make a deck on video and then play with that. But for now, I actually want to try this new thing where we're going to be doing a deck showcase. Well, I'll be doing a deck showcase of my Gold Paladin's deck, the one that you've seen me use for the event. I figured since I have a couple of decks, I'd show it to some of you guys, and then maybe you can use the basis for your own deck, or you can, compare your deck to mine. So here's my Gold Paladin's deck list, the one that I would bring into ranked, and I'm just going to explain. So this is a new thing that I'm going to do. It's a deck showcase, and I'm just going to be explaining right here. First of all, some of the important cards, from the deck, and then we'll be going into a battle so you can see what the deck can do, and then yeah, it'll be just that. So first of all, here we have Blaster Blade Liberator. Of course, he is a staple. So when placed, if your Vanguard's a Liberator, Counterblast 2, and then you can retire any one of your opponent's rear guards. So that's really good. Very Counterblast heavy, but still good. And then we have a Scrat. This is also a pretty important card, but not completely necessary. Depending on your build, that is. So, but he's a pretty good card to rush when you're on grade 2 if you want to do that. So when this unit's attack hits a Vanguard, you can counterblast 1. Oh, if your Vanguard's a Liberator, counterblast 1. Look at the top card of your deck and then call it. So another important card would be Gancelot. So this is actually our break ride. So yeah, Solitary Liberator Gancelot. When rode upon, your Vanguard gets plus 10,000, and choose 3 of your rear guards, give them plus 5,000 power. And if your Vanguard is a Liberator, you can call a Blaster Blade from your deck, and then you can add a Blaster Blade Liberator from your deck to your hand. If you don't have Blaster Blade Liberator in your deck, then you can also add him to hand from drop zone. So that's very good. And then his other, apologies for that. His other normal skill is just when attacking the Vanguard gets plus 3,000. So it helps for magic numbers. And then we have Alfred. He's just there to be a staple, but he's also not that bad of a card anyway. When attacking, when limit break 4, when you attack for that battle, this unit gets plus 2,000 for each of your Liberator rear guards. So that's pretty good for hitting for larger numbers. Then this is a skill that most people actually do use, Counterblast 2. Look at the top 4 cards of your deck and then call one of them. So that's good because at least it's looking at the top 4. You're not blindly calling a card. So this is the other break ride. This is the backup break ride. Counterblast 1. When rode upon, Counterblast 1. Give your Vanguard plus 10k power and then call the top 2 cards of your deck. So it is blind calling, but you do get to call 2 cards instead of 1 for just the cost of 1 counterblast. And your Vanguard does not need to be a Liberator for this. So yeah. And lastly, we have the latest edition, before, well, Gran Azul will come out soon. But yeah, for now, we have Liberator Garmor, Wolfang Liberator Garmor. So he's pretty good actually. Limit Break 4, Counter Blast 2, and you can call the top card of your deck to an open rearguard circle, and then you can keep doing that until all your rearguard circles are filled. So basically, if you have an empty field, you get to call 5 cards from your deck for what for 2 counter blasts. That's really, depending on the situation, that can be really good. When placed, um, your so this is another big skill actually. So when placed until the end of your next turn, your units get this power. So your unit gets this power. All your Liberator rear guards cannot lose intercept and cannot be retired by your opponent's card effects. So that can mess with Narukami players. It doesn't prevent locking though, so keep that in mind. And then yeah, this is another skill that is actually really useful. So when you attack, choose one of your Liberator rear guards and put it in the bottom of the deck, and then this unit gets plus 5,000. So this is good because we can put triggers that we don't want on the field back into our deck, like Alfred, for example, or Ganslot, and then we also get power from that. So that's pretty good. We are playing stand triggers instead of 9 draw because well, honestly, stand triggers have helped me when I do check them. So they just help to add more attacks. Stand triggers can be really powerful and they can be way scarier than crits depending on the situation. You know, if your opponent has a perfect guard, for example, you might want to check a stand trigger rather than a crit, because the crit will not the PG will trigger, and your opponent still won't get hit even though you have double crit. But if you check a stand trigger, you get another attack in, and that you can finish them off that way. I have lost to certain matches just because my opponent checked a stand trigger and I didn't have another PG in hand. So yes, stand triggers can be scarier than crits, but crits do win games. Okay, so it's against Shingo. So I also wanted to explain a little bit about this. So the reason I'm using the newly added okay, wait. This hand isn't that great, but it's not that bad. We do have our grade 3 Garmor that we want to ride, our ride target, and we do have a break ride, so that's fine. We'll just ride Barkal now. So as I was saying, the reason sorry about that. So the reason that I'm using the fight practice mode here in the game is because instead of ranked, it's just because I think it'll be much easier to show off what the deck can do over here than in ranked. Since ranked games can be a lot crazier, at least here, the games won't be really that insane, if you know what I mean. So let's see what we're gonna do here. Should I rush? Yeah, I'll just show you guys what a Scrat does actually. So we'll do this. Okay. Oh good, he didn't check a trigger. So we'll just use his skill, and it's a heal trigger, but oh well. This will now hit. So we'll go ahead and do that. Right. So just to explain, the good part about that was that we called a card to get an extra attack in, and we didn't have to use a card from our hand. So again, calling from deck is pretty good when you don't want to use cards from your hand. So we won't be using a Wingull Liberator skill here, just because we don't have any other boosters right now. So yeah, just using this fight practice place. I mean practice mode. This is pretty nice going up against bots with certain decks from characters that you already know are as well. It's not bad, you know. It's I kind of like the idea, which is why I want to do, which is why I want to use it. But also because oh, that's really good. So we just got cancel out. That's the actual break ride we want. Yeah, I'll let the animation play. I mean the animation's okay, but anyways, moving on. I really like that they added this in, and I just think that it'll probably be better to do this here than in rank, because rank games can be much harder and it's much simpler anyway. But I will be playing ranked. Uh, let's see here. We'll just leave it like this for now. Okay, if we check a stand trigger, that'll be really good. But if we don't, then oh well. Anyways, as I was saying, so I will be playing ranked, but I think it's better to do those on streams because rank can be quite long. So yeah, I do plan to stream on YouTube. So I hope you guys. So I hope that you guys do tune in sometime, and yeah, you can leave comments and all that, and watch me play ranked live. Even though ranked is pretty crazy, but it'll be fun, and we'll see how far we can make it. Yeah. So I mean, if anyone wants to see me play ranked, then he really just rushed us like that, huh? Oh well. At least we get the break right now. And we do get to use his limit break as well. I'll let the animation play. So yeah, I hope you guys look forward to those streams. And I also will do plan to do other. I also do plan to do other deck showcases as well, and bring different decks to ranked. So let's see what we should do here. Okay, so I have an idea. This may not be the most optimal play. But I do want to show you Garmor's skill. I don't really need to use his skill, but okay, so here we go. First of all, I'll just use Blaster Blade Liberator because why not? Let's actually go ahead and take out a back row unit. Just because he doesn't have intercept. So this is against a bot. So that's why I took out a back row unit rather than a front row one. It's also because, well, if we really want to, we can just swing and attack it. But we can't attack the back row units, right? That may seem silly, but it at least forces them to call more cards later on. Okay, so I'll be saving his actually I'll just be saving it for later, and instead we're going to do this. Yeah, I'm just going to call this here. That's not really gonna be a problem, and you'll see that later on. Let's hope we check a stand trigger. Let's swing at Fallon. Okay, and now Blaster Blade Liberator, and let me see here. You know what? Yes, we'll use his skill now. Deck thinning usually helps anyway, and now we'll put our trigger back in deck. Nice, we really did get the stand trigger. Oh, draw trigger as well. We are truly sacking now. That's great. So if he doesn't have a PG, we win. Okay, cool. We just need to make sure he doesn't heal and we'll be good. Alright. That was great. So I didn't show off Garmor's skill, but that's basically what the deck is going to be like, calling from deck. Well, you didn't really see a lot of it, but I did get to show you some of it at least. Some of what it can do. It will be calling from deck. You'll use Blaster Blade Liberator to retire stuff. and stand triggers just help get more attacks in. And yeah, Ganslot adds more power, so you can just overwhelm your opponents with power. That was the incorrect button, my bad. Let me just go back. What I meant to do was show you guys my deck list one more time. Oh, and of course I should mention that you should have 4 perfect cards, obviously. That's very important, yeah. So I'll quickly mention the rest of the cards that I chose for the deck. Bruno, because of his really good skill that when another rear guard is placed from deck, this unit gets plus 3000. We are going to be... Oh, if your Vanguard's a Liberator, keep that in mind. So we are going to be calling a lot of cards from deck. So Bruno is very good to have for those times. You can just gain a lot of power. Marin's just nice because, well, purely because it's... at first, like, I kind of picked Marin because, you know, it's Marin and part of Aichi's cards and all that, but his skill is pretty good. He's a 10k attacker when on the front field if your Vanguard's is a Liberator. We have Fallon, which is our 12k attacker if our Vanguard's a Liberator, and of course 10k base is just nice to have for either hitting magic numbers or for defense on your grade 2 turn. Now I am only running 2 Galatines, but in all honesty, you do probably want to ride... sorry brother, you probably do want to ride Galatine on your grade 2 turn for, depending on the situation, you know, for defense, or in case, you know, you want your Vanguard to hit for magic numbers, because Askrat is 9k and Blaster Blade Liberator is also 9k. So 10k base is just, it's good. It's nice. Every deck usually has those. So yeah, that was it. That was the showcase. This did go on for quite a while. A little bit longer than I thought. But yeah, I'll be showing... Hopefully I can show you guys more of the deck later on when I stream ranked, and hopefully some people will actually tune in and watch. That'd be nice if people actually did come in to watch for a bit. It'll probably be quite long because it is ranked, and that's why I'm deciding to stream it. So yeah, I hope you guys look forward. I hope you guys liked the video. Thanks for watching, and I hope you guys look forward to the next deck showcase that I'm going to do. See you guys.